Oh yeah, I got another banger Freshie list for you guys. I said in the last video, I pulled out so many, we're gonna do a part 2, and I actually pulled out so many, we're gonna do a part 3 also. This is all the ones that's under $40. The most expensive one on here, I'm looking right now, is like $36, $37, maybe $38 depending on the day. But all of them under $40. And we got a couple designers on here, so that's always wonderful. And let's start off with a little banger, one that you guys love over here. Maj Moscow Mule, Paris Corner. It's in its little box because, like I said, I'm packing everything up. I'm in the middle of moving. But if you're watching this in the future, well, I've already arrived at my new location. But anyways, let me get a smell of this right now, indulge myself. Ah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Fresh, gingery, delicious. Of course, heavily inspired by Killian Blue Moon Ginger Dash. And the hint is in the title, ginger. If you don't like ginger, you're not going to like this. But to me, this smells a little bit like Nautica Voyage, but like a designer version of Nautica Voyage. If Nautica Voyage cost $100, came in a fancier bottle, had a fancier name, well, it would be a fancier version of this. But this could easily be $60, and I'd believe it. I'd be like, oh yeah, it smells great. Yeah, I love it. Super versatile banger for the summer. Could be your one and only Freshie. I mean, it could be your one and only fragrance. It's signature scent worthy. You can wear this any season, any situation. Super versatile. Me personally, my weird backwards taste, I like the Appletini a tiny bit more. I just think that scent profile is so unique and I fell in love with it. But I'm sure most of you guys would like this one a little bit more. And like I'm saying, it's more versatile. But yeah, I think it's a designer version of Nautica Voyage, which is fine by me because I flippin' love that little cucumber water. Even though this doesn't really smell like cucumber, it has like a faint hit of cucumber mixed in with some aromatic gingerness, which I really love. And I think on the original Killian, there's vodka in the breakdown. I could see some slight clear booze kind of little hints to it. Overall, I think it's pretty wonderful and I like it. And I'm going to be wearing it a lot this spring and summer. All right, next up, a super cheapie, under $10. An inspo of Polo Blue. Bellcam, classic match. I mean, Bellcam really does not do me wrong. Even though this little collar is exposed here, I don't think it's in the cap. Sometimes I just rip them right off, I break them. Yeah, it smells nice. Super fresh, super clean. If the budget's like $10 and you want something that smells fresh and delicious, signature scent worthy, super versatile, classic match with no shame. Saying right on the box, our version of Polo Blue. Okay. Aren't companies from Dubai all worried about this? And then right here, this American company, right on the box, they're like, our version, Polo Blue. Polo Blue. Like not even beating around the bush. Zero shame. Just our version of it. And I haven't smelled Polo Blue in like 20 years, if I've even ever smelled it. I don't remember at this point. But I can tell you that this smells pretty wonderful. The performance leaves a little bit something to be desired, but this is one of those ones, it's so cheap, you just leave it in your car, you throw it in your bag, whatever it happens to be. It's only 75 ml, so it's not super huge. But you want a nice blue Freshie under $10? Bellcam Classic Match, it's got you covered. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, what are you flipping flirting with me for? Come on, hit that like button, I appreciate you. We're trying to get to 900 billion here, I need your help. All right, let's keep it moving. How about a designer for about $20? Pfft, no problem. And you get a nice little tin here. Yeah, Versace, blue jeans, another 75 ml. But that's okay. I don't mind. It's another one that's nice and small. You can throw it in your bag. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Oh, I love this. So classic. I mean, it immediately takes me back to the 90s, but not in a dated way. It does not feel dated at all. It smells amazing. This can come out today and people will just be like, oh yeah, great, wonderful Freshie. And I know this one plays tricks on me because I see the word blue jeans, but this literally smells like you just washed your blue jeans in the laundry. Like they just came out of the dryer. They're all fresh and clean. You take in the smell of that denim with that cleanness. And that's kind of what this smells like to me. It's like a little bit of a brain trip. I don't know why, but I really like the way this smells. And it's hard to go off the notes. I think there's like 10,000 notes in this fragrance, but either way, super versatile, office day at the gym, signature scent worthy, wonderful Freshie banger. Absolutely love it. I think it's still relevant today. I put off buying it for a little while because I'm like, whatever, alright, who cares, just a little Freshie. But then I smelled it and I'm like, oh yeah, I see what the little hype's about. It's pretty good. I mean, I've just smelled it 5 times right now. I absolutely love it. It smells wonderful. I'm wearing a fragrance, but you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna layer this with Milestone. Those are the two I'm wearing right now. A little Milestone, little blue jeans. Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like it's a wonderful combo, actually. Oh, yeah, this and Milestone. Ooh, Club de Nuit. Banger combo. But yeah, I still think it's relevant. And you get a flippin' designer, if that means anything to you. A little Versace right here for around 20 flippin' dollars. I mean, what a slamming deal that is. And it smells flippin' good. And I like the little singing man right there. Looks like me in the little desert. I got a little hat like that. Oh, you don't believe me? You don't believe me? You want to see my little hat? There's my little hat. All right, next one up. This one too is like a love. I liked it at first sniff, but second, third, fourth sniffs, I was like, ooh, I'm really liking this. Oh, I just smelled it right now. Oh, so wonderful. So fresh, so clean, but with a nice manly little twist to it. Almost has like slight hints of orange in it. Super versatile banger. We're talking about Jaguar Classic Red. I really like all the Jaguars actually, but this is the one that jumped out at me today. If I wasn't already wearing 2 fragrances, I'd spray this on too. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I think like maybe under 25, you might not jive with it. But actually, I don't know, maybe under 20. But if you're over 20, you could rock this. You might want something a little bit sweeter, depending on your taste. But overall, this one, I absolutely love it. Freshie banger. Comes off, like I said, a little bit more manly than some of the other ones. It smells like you're wearing a suit driving a Jaguar. It smells like you got your life together. It smells like you got stuff going on. And I really like this one. Signature scent worthy, super cheap. I mean, it's usually around $15, $16. I mean, what? How do they make these Jaguars so cheap? And I'm pretty sure this is Lalique. Yeah. And I mean, some Lalique fragrances can get super expensive. So at least we know the company that's white labeling it is good too. So overall, I think it's a great win in my book. I really love the smell of this one. Yeah, and even in the high heat, I'm going to be wearing this a bunch more. I don't care. It smells wonderful. All right, let's keep it rolling. Now this one I really love, but I know some of you guys don't like it. You think it leans a little feminine, but I don't know. Even though there's some days I'm pretty manly, there's some days I'm pretty feathery. And on those days, I could flip and wear this fragrance. And we're talking about Malachite, Skeptre, or some people are saying it's Scepter. Alright, Mason flipping Alhambria. This one's pretty wonderful. Highly inspired by God of Fire. God of Fire to me has a little bit more of a mango punch to it. This has a little bit of mango in it, but it comes off just more general citrusy. Very bright. But it's got some body in it. There's slight little florals in there too. And like I'm saying, I think it leans pretty unisex, almost into the feminine territory. But I wear this one. I know a lot of other guys wear this one. But every time I talk about this, I get a comment. Someone saying, I don't see how a guy could wear this. Well, me being a guy is pretty questionable. So it is what it is. But if you're like me, and your tastes are anything like me, then there's a slight chance you might like this. I would try and go get your nose on God of Fire. And if you like it, well, this gets you a bunch of the way there. Not all the way, but pretty close. But pretty flippin' close. And for a high heat day, this one's dancing. I love the way this smells. On the back of my hair, swivel my head a little bit, catch a little nice whiffs of that little citrusy, little mango-y treat. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is another one I love. I love the bottle. And no, that crystal's not worth any money. I already tried to sell it. They looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, are you trying to sell a fragrance bottle? I'm like, yeah, do you not see the crystal? It came from Dubai. It could be worth millions. But anyways, I flippin' love this one. You let me know your thoughts on it down below. All right, next one up. I just made a short about this recently, so we don't have to talk about it for too long. I'm going to smell it right now. Yeah, manly grapefruit. Smells like a man eating a grapefruit. Wearing cologne. That's the vibe I get. A manly grapefruit cologne. Highly inspired by Elysium, I believe. But we're talking about Imperium. Fragrance World with his little blimpy mascot. Exclusive? What does exclusive mean? What a joke that is. This clone is exclusively at Fragrance World. And whoever else wants to clone it. It's a clone, bro. What are you talking about? But this one I like. It's right on the edge of manliness, though, for me. Any more manly, and I'd not be able to wear this. When I first smelled it, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever, manly grapefruit cologne kind of vibe. But then I wore it a second, third, fourth time. I'm like, oh, yeah, manly cologne grapefruit kind of vibe. I really like that. But not in like a Tarathi Blue kind of vibe. That grapefruit is completely different. Tarathi Blue has its own vibe. This smells more of like a traditional like cologne, quote unquote, but with like a slight aromatic grapefruit kind of twist on it. But still kind of smells pretty manly. I think under 25, this is a no-go. But if you're over 25, there's a good chance you might like this. But yeah, it's another one that to me leans pretty manly. So if you're a manly man that makes a lot of money, well, this could be your signature scent. I could see this working on a daily basis, especially in an office or something like that. But yeah, overall, I really like it. Manly cologne grapefruit. And considering how flippin' cheap it is, I think it's great. A lot of you say the performance is pretty weak. I don't know. Spray on your hair, on your clothes, the performance will do a little bit better. But there's another one. It's so flippin' cheap, under $20. You just spray again. Alright, it's not that hard. But this one flippin' grew on me pretty fast. Alright, next one up. This is a new addition to the stable. I've been wearing it a bunch lately. And I flippin' like it. I see what all the hype's about. Al Nashama Caprice, heavily inspired by La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. Now, I have not smelled Blue Electrique, but I have a sample of La Nuit de l'Homme, which I really like. This, I really like the opening. It smells wonderful. Just even smelling it out of the atomizer. So fresh, so versatile, so clean. Almost has a clean laundry type of vibe to it, but with some body. And on the dry down, to me, this gets like a tiny bit little powdery, but it's tolerable. I like it. There's some fragrances that dry down almost too powdery or too funny of a way that I don't really like. The Jack of Clubs dry down, which is also a Blue Electric clone, I really don't like that dry down. There's something, it gets a little funny on me. Gets like a little baby wipe kind of vibe on me. But this one, the opening's nicer than the Jack of Clubs, I think, and the dry down's definitely nicer. Overall, I think I like the Rasasi Yum. If we're talking about that blue electric scent profile, I think the Rasasi Yum might be just like a tiny bit better. I have a short comparing a bunch of them. In the video where I gave this a first smell, I compared all of them, so you can go check that video out. But overall, this in the $20 range, now that the hype's died down a bit, definitely worth it. When it was in the $50 range, no. If I had bought this at $50 and smelled it, I would have been like, excuse me? I don't think so. But in the $20 range, I really like it. And I can see why a lot of you guys like it. Super versatile, signature scent worthy banger. I just personally don't absolutely love the dry down. It's not bad. Bordering on, it's pretty nice. I just personally don't do backflips for it. So that's the only thing holding this fragrance back a little bit in my book from like totally going gaga over it, is the dry down gets like a tiny bit little powder on me. But besides that, overall, I really like this fragrance and I can see why it got so much hype. So another super versatile banger under $40 for the springtime that you'll probably like regardless of what I'm saying. All right, next one up, we have another designer here for you in that $30 range. Cool bottle, amazing smell. Smells exactly like what the top note is, blood orange. And of course we're talking about ultra red, man, Paco flipping Rabanne in this little stapler gun kind of bottle right here. It's pretty good. I absolutely love this one. Clean juice too, not a speck when we did the particle test, which I love. Paco does not do me wrong on the particle test. But this smells exactly like what it flippin' says, a flippin' blood orange in a cologne form. Slightly manly twist on it. I think this is another one that might be on the over 25 list, but if you're under 25, you can definitely get away with it. I mean, it smells like a fresh orange, but in a slight manly little way, which I really like. The performance on this, though, definitely leaves something to be desired. At least on my cactus skin, it gets soaked up, but on my hair and on my clothes, it does a little bit better. But there's another one that, I don't know, maybe I'm going nose blind to it, but a few hours later, I'm giving a couple resprays. I just really like the way this smells. I heard a bunch of people talk about this, and it might even be discontinued. I don't remember anymore. I think they found a bunch of overstock or something. I don't remember how this one resurfaced so cheap. But there's another one that people talk about. They say it smells great, and I agree, it does smell great, but only if you like orange. If you don't like orange and you buy this, well, then you're just upside down in the head, so don't come crying to me after. But if you like orange in a manly cologne form, well, then there's definitely a good chance you're gonna like this. That's for sure. All right, next one up. Inspired by a designer, but it's not a designer. Mason flipping Alhambra, again with no shame, pretty much ripping off the bottle too. But to me, this is Orange Arrows. I guess there's a bunch of orange fragrances on this list. There's been 3. But Versencia, Rouge, and I like this one. The first time I smelled Arrow's Flame, like the actual one, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But then when I got this one and I smelled it, I was like, oh, wow, orangey Arrows, absolutely love it. So if you like the Arrows DNA and you like some orange, well, then you're definitely going to like this. Or you could also go to the department store and you can smell Arrow's Flame. If you like it, well, Versencia Rouge is here for you for like $20. But yeah, sweet but fresh at the same time, aromatic, but it's got that orange in it. It's got some body in it. I really like this one. Definitely one that I didn't think I was going to like, but then I got it and I was like, oh yeah, no, I like it. Definitely like it. So another versatile banger for the warm weather. There you go. All right, last one up. Another designer too. In that $30 range. Let me give it a quick smell. Lemony, wonderful. Some people say they get a lemonade kind of vibe. I don't get no lemonade kind of vibe. I get citrus though, a lot of citrus. And we're talking about Jimmy Choo, man, ice. And to me, this is a citrus that I haven't really smelled before. Out of all the freshies I have, out of all the citrus fragrances I have, this has its own twist on it. I know some people say it's Dior Homme Sport or something like that. I have not smelled that fragrance. I've smelled this fragrance. And this to me smells manly citrus with a twist on it. Sometimes I describe citrus like this, like a dirty citrus. To me, there's almost like a rindiness in there, like the peel's kind of also blended in with all of it. But I think that's what gives it its body, that little rindiness in there. But if you're buying this expecting to get like a sugary lemonade, no, I'm sorry, you're gonna be disappointed. Because that's what I thought going into this. Because I heard people talk about, oh, it's like a lemonade vibe. And then I smelled this, I was like, what lemonade are you drinking? Rindy lemonade with no sugar in it? That don't sound like lemonade to me. So the description of lemonade might not be the best way to describe this, but it's definitely citrusy. And it's pretty manly, and it's pretty versatile considering it's a freshie. I mean, you can wear this all year round, of course. But yeah, spring, summer, fall, I mean, you're gonna be smelling real nice. And it's Jimmy Choo. Used to be a big designer. But anyways, all that crap aside, it smells pretty flippin' good. But it smells a little rindy. I do like this one, I just don't do backflips for it. I will say, the more I wear it, the more I'm kind of getting used to the scent profile. Because I think when I first got it, I was expecting something a little sugarier. But that's not what it is. But it's okay, because I still flippin' like it. And the more I wear it, the more I like it. So if that sounds appealing to you, well then Jimmy Choo Man Ice, one of the most hyped freshies, is here for you. I got a tester, so it was in the $30 range. So I think it's a great deal. But let me know your thoughts down below. What's your favorite freshie under $40? I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. That would make me smile. I hope you're having a blessed day. And bye for now, baby.